Good morning, guys. It is Friday morning and we are excited for the weekend.
Yes.
Hope for a very quick day. That's it's kind of always the hope for Friday, like a band-aid, right? Let's just get it over with. But I don't know, maybe tonight you want to do something fun?
Yeah.
Let's do something fun. Today I actually forgot the G7X at home, so we're shooting on the GoPro. So if it looks kind of weird or different, that's why. But we will see you when we get out of work. Bye. What's up, guys? We are out of work and we are free for the weekend. We've been having some dinner and just kind of hanging out for a little bit, talking about what we want to do on our weekend and what we're gearing up for all of the stuff in prep for our honeymoon coming up. But today, I mentioned earlier that we have a little bit more of a special vlog in mind for you. And part of that is keeping in mind like all of our new and awesome subscribers. Welcome, guys. We are so happy that you're here and with us. We wanted to provide you a little bit more information about us. So way back, like way back in the vlog, I mean, like we're talking in probably like my first 10 vlogs or so. I'll have to like think about what vlog number it was, but I'll link it right up here in the corner too. So I actually went through, like Allison and I had the like anniversary of our like dating anniversary, and we always went to like the same diner and stuff where we had our first date and all of that stuff. But I thought how fitting to have a big welcome to all of our new subscribers to go through Allison and I's story. All right, so got our wine. We're gonna sit here and relax and tell our story. And I think it all actually goes back to where Allison and I actually currently work. So we work at a company called Mindshare in Chicago, and we both were working there. We were both working on the same account, but on different teams technically. So I was working in the kind of like analytics, like the number guys.
And I was working in paid search at the time. So that's like online search ads.
And so we were actually, like we're friends, like peers at work. We weren't like friends or anything. We didn't necessarily hang out or anything like that. And we would be, I mean, we'd be like friendly and stuff at work, right? But like, we didn't hang out after work or anything like that. I mean, it was...
No, we didn't really even talk to each other until my boss quit. Like, we never really like interacted. Cause like you were always, you're directly with like manager level on my team. And I was an associate at the time, so we didn't really have like a whole lot of interaction.
Right. So at work too, just, you know, like I am what's called an associate director, so I'm kind of like mid-level management at our company, and you're a senior manager? Manager? So it's like mid-management? So I outrank her a little bit. But so we would like be on similar like bigger team functions, but she actually would work on like brands that I actually didn't touch. Like at the time you were on all the FC stuff, so like I didn't touch any of that.
No, I was on BCC. Because remember, we had the reporting thing. That was like the first time I like really interacted with you. And our reports had on each page like a different box that I had to fill out, and they were in a different spot on every page. And there were like 6 of them. And I would complete them and then be like, good to go, and then you'd be like, oh no, you missed one, this one. And then I would go through and like fill that one out, and then you're like, oh no, there's one over here. And I kept thinking, I was like, somebody must be working in this when I am and saving over, because like I have gone through each box and entered my data. I thought you thought I was like an idiot. I was like, no, I know what I'm doing. Somebody's saving over. Something's happening. I hated those reports.
So basically, we had like a little bit of interaction, and I was actually talking to one of my coworkers at the time, and we had like the casual like guy conversation, like, who do you think is cute in the office, blah blah blah. And I said, I think the girl from Search is cute. And he was like, oh, Allison. And I was like, yeah, I think she's super cute. Like, I might try to like ask her out sometime. And he was like, whoa, really? Like, okay, like that might be cool. And so she used to sit at a part of the office that was like just right around the corner from me. And I found myself like casually walking by there more and more and like trying to come up with reasons to like stop by and like have random conversation.
I didn't notice that at all.
That was the plan.
Very oblivious.
So one day it all kind of manifests in the form of I asked her that for a G chat, like an instant message conversation, like because that was like kind of like off the record at work. It's not like on the official like communication stuff. And I said it was like easier and like all this stuff, but like full well knowing that I just wanted to chat with her kind of off the record. So
I have a memory before this.
What's that?
Of when we interacted. We were watching March Madness in the media lab. Like I was at a table away from you and like I was working and watching, and you were like trying to talk to me, but kind of like across the room. You were like, someone was talking about like the Divergent movie, and you were like, oh, Allison, you went to that? Like, how was it? And I was like trying to work, and like I was like giving you short answers, and I was like, why are you asking me these questions? I was like, I'm working and watching March Madness.
So nothing's changed, basically.
But I
Why are you
always
asking
remembered that. I always remembered that because I was like, why do you care?
Because I was trying to hit on you, okay? In a HR-friendly environment.
It was just really funny because I remember being like, why?
So, at this point, I was like definitely, obviously interested in like creating conversation with Allison, and I was trying to come up with something to talk about. So I forget the exact circumstance in which it came up that like Allison liked brunch. So I was sitting at my desk one day, and the only thing I can think of is how can I bring up brunch? Because in my mind, I had a game plan. And my game plan was brunch is something that, especially in Chicago with all the patios and stuff like that, it's really big. And so like everybody goes to brunch on like a Sunday in the summer and stuff like that, and like has a good time to hang out with friends. But like you wouldn't go on a brunch date really. It's like just not a thing. Like you normally just go with friends. And that's normally on a Sunday. So I thought to myself, what if I ask her on a brunch date on a Saturday morning? And so my theory, my madness here was if you ask somebody out on like a drink, if you ask them out to dinner, if you even get a coffee, like there's like implications to these things, right? So I was like, if I ask her out to brunch and on a Saturday, she's not gonna know what that means.
It didn't. It was weird.
So, and here's like my thought in this is, because let's say like we meet, like we go do brunch, right, and it goes like really bad, or like she just thought I was just being friendly or something, like then it was just brunch. It was just brunch. And obviously if it goes well, then obviously it can like lead to bigger, better things, so like real dates, like dinner. So
it's a pre-date to a real date.
It was a pre-date to a real date. It was a pre-check.
It was a pre-check.
TSA approved
Pre-check.
For pre-check. I like brought it up on instant message. I was like, hey, like just weaved it into the conversation, like, oh my god, I love brunch. And naturally, since I was tipped off that Allison loved brunch, she was like, oh my god, me too, right? And so what I said to her was, what?
You had asked me what I'd done on St. Patty's Day. This was after St. Patty's Day.
I think that's what it was.
And I said we had gone to brunch, Courtney and I. That's when Courtney was here for St. Patty's Day, I think. We had gone to brunch, and then we talked about brunch.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
I remember. So I muster up the courage. I'm like, oh yeah, I love brunch. Like, what are you doing Saturday? And she probably thought that was like a hard change, like brunch to Saturday. And I was like, do you want to go to brunch on Saturday? And she goes, yeah, like, I think she was just being like, whatever. But
Sure.
I was like, reel it in, like, set the hook, let's go. And so we made a plan, and this was like a Thursday or so we had like another day for her to back out. And she didn't, and so I like texted her, and we met up for brunch in the morning, and she showed up, and we had like a really fun time. Like, we went to this place called Ellie's Diner. We had really good food. It's like super cute, like little kind of shabby diner even. And we had really awesome conversation, like just got to know each other a little bit more. And because like you were saying, like we hadn't really hung out or like even talked much in the office besides just like the little flirty, you know, stuff. But we go to brunch and we have like a really awesome time. Like, I felt wholeheartedly like I have no idea what I just got myself into, because like I liked our conversation so much.
We talked about heavyweights.
Heavyweights.
we bonded over heavyweights. That was great.
Disney's heavyweights. Give this video a thumbs up, obviously for us and our story, but mostly for heavyweights, because that movie is amazing. I don't know what I did, but
You were gym club.
I went to the gym before. That's right. I totally forgot.
I remember thinking I was like, oh, dedicated.
I couldn't sleep the whole night before. And so I was up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and my gym that I was going to at the time was actually like right down the street, like 100 yards away from this place. So I was like, I have to go to the gym, I have to work out, I'm so nervous. Besides the whole like, you'd be like smelly and like potentially sweaty and hungry and all of the like stuff that you don't want to be a part of a date. I guess I just blanked on that, or just let my personality shine through, because I went through and then I got there and like, it was awesome. I ordered like this stupid, really healthy thing trying to impress you. It was like
further dedication.
It was like egg whites and spinach and fruit. And
but you really like it.
I still really like it. It's actually really good. But I totally got it to impress her. That was the only reason I did.
I got French toast with strawberries. Not
boss move.
On the same level. It's like, I'm gonna eat what I want.
So we had a really good brunch. Like, we talked so much. We were there for a couple hours. And then like it was time to go. And we did like the casual like, well, like it was so much fun, hey, fake friend hug. And then it was like, well, if you're free sometime, like, yeah, let's hang out. And it was like, yeah. And so we left it. And I put her in a cab and she went home. And I stood there on the corner for a minute, and I know the whole rule of like, let it marinate, like don't call him or don't text him, like all those stupid rules.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I hate dating rules and like what these like norms that are created by who. And so I was like, no, I'm gonna text her. And I texted her and said, I had a really awesome time with you. Like, I would really love to do this again sometime. And I thought, again, like she's totally gonna just like let that sit for a while and not text me back or something like that. And
I don't do that.
I almost got a text back immediately, and it said, what are you doing tonight? And I replied back to her like, hanging out with you. And so it was like a couple hours went by, and then I invited her over to my apartment, and we were gonna like order in some food and stuff like that. And
oh, we started Game of Thrones. I had been reading the books, but hadn't seen the show, and he had watched the show and had HBO, so I just rhymed a lot right then. Sorry. So we started watching Game of Thrones.
Everything happens because of Game of Thrones.
It's magical.
All that death. Me and her. Yeah, I mean, like, then she came over, we started hanging out more often, and by more often, I mean, that was the end of March that year. And besides just seeing her at work, we saw each other every single day after work until July, when you went to Florida with your parents to Sanibel Island.
Yep.
And obviously by that point we had gotten pretty close and like gone on more dates, obviously, and like are pretty much an item at that point, all totally secret from work. Like we kept this totally on the hush, and it was really good. Do you remember when we ordered sushi one night and
Maki?
it was called the
Spider maki?
It was called the spider maki. So maki is a type of sushi, and like it kind of became like a thing between us, like a southern drawl. We'd call her like spider monkey, but we would call it the spider maki. Coming at you like a spider maki. And we would like leave each other little notes here and there, like
Adorable.
yeah, all the adorable stuff. I'd like open up my desk drawer at work and there'd be like a little note in there that says spider maki or something like that. We would hide each other like notes in our like toiletry drawers and stuff, like doing a bunch of really cute stuff. And
Oh no, a week after you sent me flowers at work. That was hilarious.
I did. I sent flowers.
Everyone was asking me about that.
I sent flowers to work, which both of us worked. Everyone on her team was bothering her, like, who sent you flowers? Who sent you flowers? And
I
you're
don't know.
no,
My
you
mom.
no, you didn't. You said,
Who did I
oh, this
say?
boy I've been seeing. You didn't
Did
lie.
I say that?
You didn't lie.
I didn't remember that.
But you didn't tell the whole truth.
I didn't
either.
remember who. I didn't remember what I said. That was probably right. My mom.
So it was just a lot of fun, and we kept it completely hush at work, probably up until like it was like the holiday time before we got engaged.
It was long. No, it wasn't that late. I mean, it
Was
was.
it?
It was like August, September. It was like over 6. It was like 7 months after we started dating.
That's a long time.
That is a really long time.
To like work 150 feet apart from each other in an office of 200 people, and no one knew.
Well, people knew.
Well, people
Some
speculate.
people knew. Diana knew.
Well, Diana saw. Okay, so one
The
of her
managing
like
director of my department
saw us in the neighborhood together on like a Sunday coming
at night in sweatpants. So she knew. She was very cool though.
We had to get some burritos or something.
It was
I don't remember
funny.
what it was, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, like, Allison and I can speak for me and I'll let you speak for yours. Like, I had been a serial, like, dater. Like, not, like, I dated a lot of people, but, like, if I was to date someone, like, I would date someone for, like, I'd be in it, right? Like, I would date for, like, a long period of time. I'm not saying that I was, like, the most mature all the time or, like, made good decisions in relationships or stuff like that, but for the like last major relationship that I was in before Allison, like a year before, so like it was not a good situation. Like it was just not a good situation. And when I met Allison, and like even now that we're married and like I think about it, like it's weird how things happen. And like I consider myself fairly religious, and so like, you know, the tribulations that you're put through, the things that you have to deal with and experience, you know, I like to think that everything happens for a reason, and maybe I was destined, you know, to go through a really bad situation. So when I met Allison, my whole world changed. Like, I could not possibly be more thankful for how awesome Allison is, because of like she's everything I've ever wanted. And like when you go through like bad situations that are like really awful, like things that happen to you that like you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy, and then you meet someone who is everything you've ever wanted, like it's very emotional. And like in our wedding, like when I saw her coming down the aisle, like the only thing I could think of, and it like sort of brings tears to my eyes right now, and it did when she was coming down the aisle too, like I didn't ugly cry, but like I welled up with tears for sure. Like it made me think about how grateful I am and like how just stupid lucky I am, and like all of the bad stuff that I've been through, and like by just a weird coincidence, a chain of events that led me to be at the business where I am today is the only reason why I met Allison, and like really makes me believe in like I am where I am for a reason, and I'm supposed to be here, because like how the hell else could you even possibly wrap your brain around like my wife? I'm married to my best friend. Just blows my mind.
Yeah, I think to echo River's point, I mean, my dating game, I'd been in a couple long relationships, and then one that like ended that I was really upset about, and then I just didn't really like commit to anything. I could go on dates, but like I wasn't really like fully committing to anything, just not in the right place to. And then I was in a long distance relationship, and that was no fun. It was just not, we weren't a very good match. So after that, I met River. Yeah. And it's so strange, I think about it. Like, I wanted to live in either Chicago or New York, and I just happened to go to Chicago. If I had gone to New York, I never would have met you. Or if I didn't do an advertising internship my last quarter in college, I was a marketing major, didn't even think about going into advertising, but I did an internship the last quarter in school, and I was like, oh, I want to do this. Like, if I hadn't done that, would not be in the field that I'm in.
Isn't that weird? Like,
it's so weird.
It's so weird. Like, it makes you think almost like weird, trippy thoughts of like, when I think back, like I don't really recall a reason why I went into advertising. Like I majored in advertising in school, but I don't really recall why. And I just chose it, and I don't recall a real reason. But like, think about this, like what if I had, meaning like I was destined to choose that major because I would ultimately get an internship in Detroit, that they would lose an account and couldn't offer me a full-time job after my internship, so I had to move to Chicago, worked at the agency, and met Allison. Like,
I don't know, I think we would have like found each other a different way eventually.
Right.
Like it might have not happened at this time, but it would have happened at some point.
Like we're just meant to be together.
Yeah. But still, like, what if it doesn't work that way?
I don't know.
So it's so weird.
That's crazy.
But now we have a wonderful life together. We have a beautiful apartment. We've got 2 absolutely psychotic cats.
One of them's in a basket right there, and she looks so stinking cute.
But yeah, like I was saying, we have an awesome life together. We've got a lot going for us. We are very fortunate to have everything that we have, up to and including each other. I love my wife. I love Allison so much. The vlog, this is such an awesome opportunity that, to connect with people that we never thought we might be able to. We never even knew that it was possible, to be honest. Like our friends that we've met on YouTube and like that are other creators, the opportunity to talk to all of you. Like we are so very fortunate, and advice that we get from you guys, and just like allowing people into our lives. Allison and I were just talking about this earlier, like having a diary, a log of snapshots of our life, of things that go on, those are things that we like can't possibly duplicate. The events that you guys are gonna witness here on our channel, and like the things that are gonna happen, like they're a log and memories for us, and we are willing to share them with you guys and open up a part of our lives that, hopefully you get some entertainment, hopefully we do some fun stuff, and we can share that with you, and it's just really great. And we're feeling very fortunate tonight, and just wanted to share some stuff about our lives with you. And like I said, especially because so many of you are new, and we're very, very much appreciative. So I think that's the story of us. All right, guys, well, thanks very much. I hope you guys learned a little bit about us, and we just wanted to share some with you. We're gonna go ahead and end the vlog right here. Tomorrow is gonna be a super exciting day. We've got some awesome plans. We're gonna be traveling around the city by bike and going to some markets and different things we want to show you. Chicago has so many things to do here, and so many things to do for free. Right? So like, if you guys are ever planning a vacation or anything like that, like look through our channel at some of the stuff that you can do here. Awesome family-friendly place where there's so many options. So thank you very much for sticking with us. Please give this video a thumbs up for wine and for the story of us. If you're brand new, welcome, and be sure to check out our social media links in the description below. I've got Allison's blog down there that she runs, her fashion blog. Yeah. We've got our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook page. Go ahead and check that out. Thanks a lot, guys, for sticking with us, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.